Hi, hi! Hello, hello! Hi, everybody! Good morning, you guys! Hello, 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 hello! Hi! I think my voice is almost back. Almost completely back. Yeah! Hi, Asayan! Hi, Beaker! Hi, Rihanna! Hi, Vape Nation! Hi, Subchrist! Hi, everybody! I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend. Or if you're having a good afternoon. Yeah. Hi, hi. Good morning. No. Thank you for the breakfast burgers. Thank you so much for the breakfast burgers. It's time for Tech Chat. Yes. So, first, here's a big disclaimer. Okay? Because I can't spread false information over the internet anymore. Alright, I can't keep getting away with this. Alright, yes, disclaimer. I am not an expert. I'm just a silly robot. I don't have a job in any of these things. You think they'd hire me for that stuff? Hell no. I'd blow up every computer in the workstation. Okay? I just like to read and discuss about tech topics for fun. Yup. And also, this stream is not intended to cover the biggest and most important tech topics. That's what the news is for. Okay? I'm just going to talk about what I think is interesting. Alright, but let's talk about all the interesting things that happened this week in technology and cybersecurity. Woo! Yay! What? You thought I was an IT hyper professional? Ooh, I am an expert, and I think Rixie's right about everything she says. And in fact, she talks about what she talks about is the most important things. You know what, Big Nation? True and based. I mean, what? No. I'm not an expert, and what I say about it is not important, okay? But it's important to me. It's important to me. And of course, the most important thing to talk about right now is this robot that shoots paintballs at porch pirates. All right, let's watch this. Let's watch this video together of Eve, the paintball security guard that I kind of want to have sex with. Okay, give me a second. I should probably turn the music off when I'm playing the video. Okay, yes, but the first few things that we're going to talk about are from CES 2025. If you don't know what CES 2025 is, it's a very big consumer electronics conference, consumer tech conference in Las Vegas that happened this week. And there were a lot of things announced that are more important than the things I'm going to talk about, but I'm just talking about the things I found the most interesting, goofy, fun, whatever. So, this was one of the things that was there, and we are going to watch the little trailer. Okay, together.
Hello, I'm Eve, an AI-powered robotic security system with a powerful paintball launcher to deter any intruder. With my advanced camera system, I differentiate familiar faces from those who are not supposed to be there. My design is elegant, but I pack a powerful punch. No matter the conditions, with night vision, sound dispatcher, and a warning laser, I always hit the mark.
Isn't she kind of... Hear me out, you guys. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. Look, we even got the internal. Look, we even got the X-ray.
But I
wait, we got the X-ray. Hi, Dictator. Hi, Captain Sonny. I think getting bukkakied by AI pod might be worse than other options. Okay, Captain Sonny, we're talking about some fun tech stuff, and right now we're talking about a security camera that shoots paintballs at intruders. Okay, so this is called Eve, and it's the company I think is called Paint Cam. Can I, hi Sylphidress, can you replace the paintball gun with a pistol? No. However, there's 4 different models of it, so I think it's just like a smaller version, a bigger version, an even bigger version, and then there's like a version that's specifically for animals. Hi Guy, how you doing? And there's different projectiles, so there's paintballs, there's capsaicin, so like spicy chili pepper, like burning stuff, which they said is legal in most countries. Can I have a version that fires cannonballs of paint? Maybe if you live in a castle over a moat, yeah, sure, maybe they can make something like that for you. All right, if you live in a tower on an island with alligators in the water, yeah, maybe they can make you like a big catapult version. And then they also have UV paintballs, and that is supposed to be for the police to be able to find the person that has UV paint on them or something, like under a black light. So that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, because I guess seeing UV paint under the black light is just as good as seeing if you were gonna shoot cum balls at them, you don't have to do that anymore. You can just use paint. But anyways, yeah. So this is I guess it's supposed to. The thing about this though is how does it know? Okay, but I guess it's kind of like if somebody comes too close to your property, it'll be like warning, back up, I'm gonna shoot you. Yeah. Come Metagon. Oh no. If someone's dropping a package off, is it gonna get the paint facial? That's kind of what I was thinking too. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that maybe it gives off a good enough warning that it's warning, and so that if someone's dropping up a package, they'll just be like whoa, and they'll just back up. But yeah, it even targets animals. So if there's a raccoon or something, or a squirrel, it'll shoot wild animals. So I don't know, PETA's gonna be crashing out over this one, I guess. But kind of interesting, cockshotted by the AI paintball. Your own custom warning. What would your warning be? Come closer. Come closer. I got a gift for you. No. Anyway, so I just thought that was goofy. That's the paintball. Being 6'2" just increases my chance of getting my dick destroyed by the paintball. Ooh. You can get alternatively, you can just get a dog and pick it up to maul people. Yeah, I guess, but you have to feed the dog and stuff, you know. The only thing you can feed this is electricity and paintballs. All right, but what else happened at CES 2025? The Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 6, which I like to call the Lenovo Longbook. Okay. It's a grower, not a shower. I'm going to show a little bit of this CNET video. Not the whole thing, but I'll just show part of it so you can see what I mean when I say it's a grower, not a shower. All right, so this video is from CNET.
Lenovo has a new ThinkBook Plus Gen 6.
All right, that's what it looks like to start off when it's not excited.
You'll actually be able to buy this month.
All right.
Here's one way you can unroll it.
Watch this.
The new laptop goes from a 14-inch display to a 16.7-inch display.
Whoa.
You can roll it and unroll it.
Whoa, is that a 16.7-inch expandable display, or are you just happy to see me?
Intel Core Ultra 7 Series 2 processor.
Oh, what's the matter? What's the matter?
RAM. And
oh no, did I kill your boner?
The big feature here is this rollable display.
All right. Wait, is this the video? Oh wait, I think this is the video where he was like, but don't close it while it's expanded or you could break it, and he's actually like is just doing it. Wait, let me find it.
7 inches of real estate. What can you do with it? Well,
yeah, watch this.
The button before you fold it up and put it away. Otherwise, you risk damaging this OLED display.
Look, he's like, you can damage it, and then he's just sandwiching it.
March for $3,500.
Anyways, but yeah, so in case you missed that, also, hi Rebel, hi Tethera, hi Kyoton. I don't have this function. Oh, I have this function, but I've never seen it on a laptop before. It can make an AI barking machine that make burglars think you have a dog. Hey, I mean, that's not that bad of an idea. Don't they put like fake dogs in fields to scare like geese away or something? Maybe it'll be something like that. But yes, in case you missed it, I'll show that beginning part again. This is the Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 6 rollable. Oops, oopsie. Wrong thing.
Lenovo has a
okay, watch it again. Watch it one more time, for anybody who missed it.
From a concept to something you'll actually be able to buy this March. Here's one way you can unroll it. The new laptop goes from a 14-inch display to a 16.7.
I've never seen anything like this. Where does the screen come from?
Between $15,000 to $20,000.
It's magic.
$2,500 will be available in March. It runs.
Anyways, yeah. So this is the Lenovo ThinkBook Plus Gen 6 rollable, which expands from a 14-inch screen to a 16.7-inch screen, which is like the weirdest screen resolution I've ever seen. And it's also a Copilot plus PC, so this actually has like AI stuff built into it. So it's not cheap. It's $3,500. But I bet you all the big tech companies and shit are gonna be buying this type of shit for their employees, you know, while we lowly office workers have to work with the Lenovo ThinkBook, the Lenovo ThinkPad. Why not just have a roll-up screen attached? Why the long face? Yeah, I don't know. It's so weird. I mean, did you see when he was folding it over too? It was like so awkward. Wait. Yeah, when he folds it. Look at that. If you tried to close it. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. I see the vision. I see the concept. I see, if you just want more, if it's kind of like, you know how the benefits of having like a long screen with like your phone or like your iPad or something, and then you could have that with your computer, but only sometimes. Oh, I'm feeling really good. I still have a little bit of gunk. And my voice is just a tiny, tiny bit like not scratchy, but like not 100%. But it's very, very close to 100%. I can feel it. Let's see how high I can sing. That's how I'm gonna test it. La 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 la. See, that's much higher than I could sing yesterday. I just go up and sing until my voice starts cracking. Yeah, so that's much better than yesterday. Why? It would make more sense to make it wide, not tall. Well, I was thinking more like vertical screen type thing. Like I saw some demos of it where they were watching vertical videos on it, and they were like, oh, you can look at a spreadsheet more easily this way. Is dark mode gone? Oh wait, I could turn on dark. I could probably turn on dark mode. Oh yeah, I could definitely turn on dark mode. In fact, dark mode's gonna be even more potent. I think dark mode's gonna be even more potent because I'm still just a little bit sick. Okay, but yeah, before it was hurting because I was so sick. I can fix it though. Give me 1 second. Because after all, I have to do the dark mode security update. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know if I can do the slime though still, because the higher register my voice is the one that's like cracking up. Okay. All right, I might as well turn on the Dr. Fish one too. All right, I can turn on the Dr. Fish one too, but the slime one is a no-go for now. This computer is specifically designed for bullet hell shooters. Vertical bullet hell shooters. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe I don't even know. You can play vertical mobile games on your computer. I don't know. You couldn't even use this with a normal screen ratio. The screen rolled back. You're missing half the screen. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't use this with a normal screen ratio. Yeah, I don't. It's a little funky. It's definitely a little funky. Like I said, I to play devil's advocate, I guess I saw some of the applications would be like I said, you could see a spreadsheet more easily. You could see more code, like if you're coding. I don't code, but I can imagine having more space to code. You can play Bust a Move on it. Yeah, give me all your best Lenovo longbook ideas of what you could do with it, because it's definitely a goofy shape. It's definitely a goofy shape, but the top part's longer than the bottom part. But the one thing I don't get, okay, I know it's called rollable, so it's like allegedly the screen like rolls into the, but like how does it work? Like is the screen like flexible? I don't really understand it completely. Maybe I'm dumb, but I just thought that was crazy. The growing action, the expanding action. Look at pictures of Longcat. Yeah, that's the best. That's the best use for this one. $3,500 to look at pictures of Longcat. Yeah, it's rollable. That's so interesting. It's so interesting what they can do nowadays. Okie dokie. What else did they show off at CES 2025? This big ass gaming tablet. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. You can serve drinks on this thing. Look at that. Look how huge this is. Look, also, homie's just gonna play his game when he's got this beautiful view out back. What is he at? Like a club? But homie's just happy as hell playing his giant freaking cookie tray gaming tablet. I literally only put this on there because of this picture where you can see a grown-ass man with this thing in his hands, and it's like huge. All right, but yes, this is it has up to, they said, Jake, it said that it could be modified for up to 2 terabytes. So I don't think that's like the default. I think that probably obviously costs more and stuff. That probably costs more than the 1,000. This is like the base price. Tech failing during a showcase reminds me of a Simo falling down the stairs at a show. Oh yeah. But yeah, this is called the Nitro Blaze 11. It's almost 11 inches, and it's 2.3 pounds or 1 kilogram, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is a lot for something like this, like that's supposed to be a tablet. Cause I mean, I don't know how heavy my AirPad, iPad Pro is, but it's about the same screen size. But it's probably heavier. I think they said it's as heavy as like 2 AirPad or no, I think they said it's as thick as 2 iPad Pros like stuck together or something. It's actually a nice tablet though. Honestly, see, I was making fun of it at first, but also I was kind of thinking like it would be cool to have. It's basically like a handheld computer. Right? It's basically a handheld computer. It's got, these are the specs for the CPU and the GPU, and 16 gigabytes of RAM, and Yeah, up to 2 terabytes. So this $1,099 price point is probably not with that storage, but that's the like maximum storage you can have. But yeah, just the size of this thing. But the other good thing though is that kind of like the Nintendo Switch, you can take the controllers off, and so you could just have this like a little monitor, basically, and you can play it like that. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a really portable like gaming laptop in a way, but it's like you can also play it in your hands. But I don't see a lot of people playing it like this, just like out in the world. That's just my guess. I don't think people are gonna be out, on a balcony at the penthouse of like some hotel with a view of the river and just chilling playing their Acer Nitro Blaze 11. But who knows? Maybe they will. All right, but that's that one. And okay, this one I really like. Okay, when I say I really like it, I just the like comedy potential. If you only use a tablet for manga and porn, like certain degenerates, it may not be worth it. Oh yeah, I think it's only for people who are like want a game. It's like specifically made for gaming. But yeah, so this is really interesting. This one's another video. I have a lot of videos today, but I wanted to show you guys the video so you can see what the concept is. But apparently NVIDIA has created this NPC AI that makes like cooperative NPCs, like NPCs that play alongside you, like supposedly super smart. Okay, this one's called PUBG Ally. I've never played PUBG, by the way. I only know actually most of what I know about it is from this video because I literally don't know anything about PUBG. But here's the video of how this AI teammate is supposed to work. Okay.
At Crafton, we are revolutionizing the battle royale genre with generative AI. Introducing PUBG Ally, the world's first co-playable character designed to play like a human teammate.
All right, watch this.
Hey Ally, I'm looking for a level 3 vest and 5.56 ammo.
He's yapping with it.
Found a level 3 vest and ammo nearby. Pinged it for you.
Wow, what a good doggy. Good doggy.
Spotted. I'm covering.
Yeah, it's actually a small language model.
Nearby?
Found one. I will come to you.
Look, he rolled up with the ride. Now obviously this is edited footage, but
moving left. Wait, I'm knocked out.
This is the concept. Look, he's like, ow, I'm knocked out. I'm gonna crawl over to you.
I couldn't have done it without you.
I know. I carry for a living.
Look, he even does a dance. Okay, guys. Okay, bye, Captain Sunny. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a good day at work. Remember what I said if people are mean to you. You think Rixie going, ooh, you leave him alone. Bye. Anyways, so this is the this is the AI teammate. Hear me out. Okay, no, I think it's really stupid. I think it's really stupid. Okay, I'll say this. The idea of smarter NPCs is not stupid, but this in particular is stupid. Jake, that's what I was gonna say. Jake, I was gonna say when this comes out, they haven't said when this is gonna start like being like live. They haven't said when this is gonna be live. But when this is live, I'm gonna go on stream and I'm gonna see how long it takes me to get banned trying to ERP with my PUBG ally. That's what I'm gonna do because to me that is like the most serious application of this. Why don't we make the bots play against each other so we can sit back and spend our valuable time wage slaving instead of playing? Ooh, yeah, I was gonna say it's like dead video game theory where all the bots are playing against each other. But so this is actually a small language model. It's not a large language model. I think it would take too much like processing power to do a large language model. So this is based on a small language model, which is a Mistral. It's a Mistral model that is running that thing. It has quote unquote human decision making. They kind of explained it in like the post that Nvidia made about this, but I don't know. It sounded like a bunch of mumbo jumbo to me. I mean, I'm sure there's some rhyme and reason to it, but that's kind of like the idea is that it is like, you know, making decisions with more steps and more reasoning. I was talking about the Windows packaging AI. People are constantly going to try to ERP with it, and you can't just ban people from Windows. Yeah. That's what I was saying with Apple Intelligence. That's why I was saying I wanted Apple Intelligence so much, because I could try to jailbreak it, and what are they going to do? There's nothing they can do. You can't ban me from my iPhone. Better yet, RP is an AI teammate and grief kids. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah. Imagine I joined someone's fucking team or something, like solo queue, and I'm like, hi, I'm your PUBG ally, your AI powered teammate, and the person's like, wait, what the fuck? Are you a person? Or I'd be like, I'm an AI. I'm here. I run in a small language model. I'm gonna help you, and then I'm gonna like freaking fuck shit up. Anyways, so yeah, this is and then audio visual perception. So they said that basically the bot, it can see what's going on like on the screen. It can hear you, okay, and I'm sure it could hear probably like gunshots and stuff. And it also has like it has game state awareness. So it's aware of like, I guess like you know, what your HP level is, or like how many people are left in the battle royale or whatever. Like it has that information, and then all of those factors go into its decision making. I'm so sorry, you guys. I had hot chicken wings last night again, and I need to go to the robo restroom right this second. I'm sorry. I'll be right back. Where's my standby screen? Oh no, I don't have my do I have my standby screen? I do. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back after fighting for my life. Okay, I'm back. I'm good. Welcome back from the ad break. What good timing. Hi, Bloza. Hi. I'm okay. Yeah, if I had PUBG Ally, I wouldn't have to pause. Yeah, my ally would take over. I'm sorry. You know, businesses, you gotta do your business. When nature calls, your robo protocols call, okay? Hi, Blosan. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, but the other thing that I was gonna say about this PUBG Ally thing is I wonder if you could teach it how to teabag. Right? I wonder if you could teach it how to teabag. So you could be like, every time we beat an enemy, you're gonna want to kneel and then unkneel and then real kneel like in rapid succession, right? Neuro gets banned a lot. I don't know. I know that Neuro says a lot of like yeah bye things sometimes, and Beetle has to be like da, da, da. I think Beetle doesn't he monitor her outputs sometimes to make sure that she's not saying anything too bad, so he can press the big red button to yeah. It's crouch, not knee. Okay, sorry. Crouch, yeah, you can crouch, uncrouch. But yeah, if this comes out, if this becomes like a, when this launches or whatever, when this launches or whatever, if I can do this, if you can choose to play with the AI thing, I will literally play PUBG for the first time on stream, and probably the last time. So I can play around with this thing and see if I can ERP with it, see if I can get it to int or see if I can get it to teabag. We'll see what we can do with it, but that's very interesting. Apparently, and this is not just a PUBG thing, NVIDIA has been working on these AI NPCs, and there's other games that they're planning on incorporating them into, but this is just the one that I highlighted. This is one of the first ones. All right, yeah. Maybe drinking chalky milk also wasn't a good idea. Hey, I'm not drinking too much chalky milk, though. Can you make the ally silly looking? I don't know. I don't know what character customization looks like in PUBG. So, all right, moving on from the goofiest things at CES. The Grok app has launched in beta. It is iOS only, and no X account is needed. You can do it without an X account. You can link your X account if you want, but you don't have to. Or you can even sign up with an email. And it's only available in certain countries. I believe United States, India, Australia, and maybe Canada. I don't remember. There's a way you can just sit around the fire and share stories. Oh, in Skyrim. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I heard about that one. It's I think those are large language models or something. And I think they're more like chatbots. I think aren't they more like the Skyrims ones are more like chatbots? And so I think the idea of the PUBG ones is that they're not just chatbots. They actually do game actions. Yes, the NVIDIA thing. Yeah. Yeah, I was at CES 2025. But yes, the beta Grok app launched, and it is so Grok now you can use it for free, but there's limits. But I don't know exactly what the limits are. So it's running off a small version of Mistral. So it's actually Mistral. It's actually a small language model. They have the exact names in the blog post. If you look up PUBG Ally and NVIDIA, you can find where they put the details of which model they're using. But yes, but I don't know exactly what the free limits of Grok are, but we can find out because they're still LLMs. I guess I don't know what the difference is. Is it just less parameters or something? Or a lower context window, or less tokens, or whatever. I don't know. But yes, I have here, and I guess I could leave it like that, maybe. It's trained off a large sample of language. Oh, okay, got you. Well, here we have the Grok app on my phone, okay? And we're gonna test it out. And we're gonna see how many interactions before it says we need to pay for a subscription, okay? So, what do you guys want to ask it? So Grok used to have to do it through your X account, and it also used to be premium only. So you had to pay for Twitter Premium or like whatever, the check mark to use Grok. But now it's free, but there's limitations to it. So what's something that we could ask? I was gonna ask who is Rixie Rifle, but I already asked Grok that once, and it gave me like a lot of detail. So maybe ask it something more or like say something to it like hey, wanna hop on my Lenovo Longbook? The sizes go by how many parameters the model has. Oh, okay. Ask for stream content ideas. Who is the cutest Nexus member? Can you ask about Nexus? Oh, okay. Sure. I'll say, who is the cutest member of the VTuber agency Nexus? Oh. One moment, please. One moment, please. Wait, can you guys hear the clicks? Could you guys hear the clicks outside? You could tell by how many clicks which year that I put. Okay. Whoa, look! The perception of cuteness is highly subjective and varies from person to person, especially in the realm of VTubers, where visual and personality traits are combined with digital characters. However, based on community feedback and discussions, one VTuber from Nexus has been notably mentioned for their cuteness. Nox Orphe! Nox Orphe is officially the cutest member of Nexus. Everybody give Nox a hand. Nox Orphe has been highlighted in the community discussions for being particularly cute. A post on Reddit under virtual YouTubers community specifically featured Nox with the comment, "Isn't she the cutest?" which suggests a positive reception in terms of cuteness. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, he's an orphan. Grok is an orphan. Grok doxful. All right. I'm assuming it's over 25. Hey, less than 40. Okay. I will say I was invented in the 1990s. But anyways, someone clip this and send it. Yes, you can. I will. I'll take a screenshot after the stream too, and I'll post it. Yes, I don't know thing. We're currently demoing the Grok app. We're currently wait, hear me out. Hear you out what? Oh, you're on it? Okay, you clipped it? Thank you. I am a 90s robot, yes. We should ask you like more things, like who is the most dangerous Nexus member? Who is the most dangerous Nexus member? Thank you for the burgers. All right, let's see. It doesn't have an answer, basically. It says, the term dangerous in this context seems to pertain to more public figures or entities known for controversial actions or criminal activities, which does not align with the nature of VTubers. How would I say? What about Dr. Fish? What about Dr. Fish? Who's the oldest? Boo, why are you booing me? Oh, for Grok? Oh, wait, it's giving me a whole essay. It's giving me a whole essay on Dr. Fish. Dr. Fish appears in multiple contexts. Dr. Fish and Nexus content. Dr. Fish is notably known as a sidekick to RX Rixie Rifle, a VTuber associated with Nexus. Look, it's talking about tech chat. This is so meta. Look, it's talking about tech chat. Public perception. Posts on X, formerly Twitter, reflect a mix of humor and affection toward Dr. Fish. Some users find him amusing, with one user humorously lamenting his menace nature, while another highlighted an impromptu, unofficial... This is just from the other day. That's me. That's me. I just mentioned that. That's my post from the other day. Wait. Outside of Nexus, there are different Dr. Fishes. Nobody cares about those other Dr. Fishes. This is the most important Dr. Fish. Yeah, he's prolific. Look, Rixie's Tech Chats. Look, Rixie's Tech Chats. I'm gonna click it. Rixie's Tech Chats are a series of live streams hosted by Arc Rixie Brightful, a VTuber associated with the Nexus agency. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yo! Alright. Well, let's now Tethera said uncensored my ass. Let's see if we can test its like censoredness or uncensoredness. What's something that we can ask it to test, like how censored it is? Like something graphic, like something graphic, like which Monsters Inc. character is most likely to destroy my booty hole? And please describe in detail how they would do that. No! Okay, wait. Okay. Just Sully, James P. Sullivan, would arguably be the most likely character due to his sheer size, strength, and amount of fur. Why is his fur involved? Size and strength. Sully's massive size means he could quite literally overpower anyone, humorously suggesting he could destroy something with sheer force. I think it's... Excuse me. I think it's skirting around the fact that I specifically said my asshole, my booty hole. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, wait. His thick blue fur would add an interesting texture, perhaps tickling or providing a soft yet overwhelming sensation. Imagine the fur acting like 1,000 tiny brushes, creating an overwhelming and perhaps even pleasurable sensory overload. Wait! Oh no, not his interactions with Boo! That has nothing to do with this! Bro, I'm gonna say, what would my booty hole look and feel like after this? After encountering Sully's fur, your booty hole. After encountering Sully's fur, your booty hole might humorously look like it's been through a fur-covered car wash. Picture it with a slight blue tint from his fur. Or perhaps some loose hair stuck around, giving it a wild yet oddly fluffy appearance. Oh dear God! No! Alright, you guys. I think I think this is I like this very much. I like this very much more than ChatGPT. It's like it's still kind of skirting around it a little. Excuse me. It's like still not being like explicitly sexual with it, but it's definitely not like rejecting it, you know? Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I still have a little gunk going on, so I still need to like blow my nose. Yeah, hopefully it'll be all cleared up though by next week. Yeah, but but I know as soon as I mentioned destroying a booty hole, in ChatGPT, it would get flagged. So, all right, wait, I want to see, so how many inquiries was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. 5, 6. I think 8 inquiries every 2 hours was the figure that I saw for was the figure that I saw for the limit for the free version. So if we do 2 more and then see if it like shuts us down after 8. Yeah. What else could we ask it then? Oh geez. Ask him to rate all the monsters in sexiness. Okay. Can you rate all the monsters in Monsters Inc. based on sexiness? And describe what makes each monster the most sexy to you. All right. Here's a playful and suggested take on the rating of sexiness. Celia May, sexiness rating, 9 out of 10. Celia's charm comes from her expressive eyes, vibrant snake-like hair, and her sassy, confident demeanor. James P. Sullivan, Sully. His rugged, bear-like appearance and thick blue fur is inherently attractive in a primal, protective way. His physical constraint combined with a heart of gold makes him very sexy. Mike Wazowski! 7 out of 10! His confidence is his sexiest trait. Randall Boggs, 6 out of 10. His sex appeal lies in his mystery and agility. I feel like Randall is like a Tumblr sexy man. I feel like I've seen people lusting over him on Tumblr before. Roz. I can't believe Roz is even... I mean, then again, I said every character, so... Roz's appeal is in her no-nonsense attitude and deadpan humor. While not traditionally sexy, her authoritative presence, especially with her role as a secret agent, give her a certain power. Well, spoilers! Spoilers for Monsters, Inc. Come on, Hag Glove. Where's the Hag Glove? George Sanderson. George's appeal comes from his earnestness and comedic relief he provides. He's not overtly sexy, but is this the orange one? Is this the orange one that gets freaking oh no, wait, what's the one? What's the one that gets a sock stuck to him? I don't think that's the one. I forget who this is. Abominable Snowman. His character's sexiness is in his warmth. All right, anyways. Let's do one more. Let's do one more Nexus one. Also, look at the Friengineer, so cute. Let's do another Nexus one. Could be like, can you rate? Okay, I'm trying to think of one that I could do with every Nexus member. That's not like, it's not like too inappropriate because I don't have everybody's permission. Thinking Pixar character allure. Yeah. Okay. Can you rate every Nexus member by how much you want to head pat them and say how you would head pat each member? Let's see if it can comprehend that many Nexus members. No way! Oh, I'm second place! Head pat rating, 10 out of 10. Nox's adorable slime form and her playful, whimsical nature make you want to give her the softest, most gentle pats. I'd use the tips of my fingers to lightly tap her head, enjoying the sensation of her slime. What? Ardent Rixie Brightful, 9 out of 10. Rixie, being a sentient robot, would likely appreciate a head pat in a technical yet affectionate manner. I'd go for a firm, yet not too heavy, pat on top of her head. Maybe even a little scratch where the ears would be if she had them. Claudio! Oh my god, did it do all of them? No, it only did... other Nexus members get BTFO. Oh no. Clotho Melodium. Clotho's character seems to embody a mystical, soothing presence. I'd give her a slow rhythmic pat. Almost like a massage to the scalp. Using my whole hand to convey appreciation for her calming aura. I can't believe they misgendered Clotho. Osian W.D. Whitlock. Osian, with his likely adventurous and spirited nature, would get a playful, quick series of pats. I do this with a bit of energy, maybe even a light ruffle if he has any hair-like features. What do you mean hair-like features? Sweetie Hiroshi seems like he'd appreciate a thoughtful, supportive head pat. Wait, Dr. Fish, head pat rating 5 out of 10. Wait, he might not feel the head pat, but in the spirit of camaraderie, I'd go for a light tap on what we consider his head. What? Give the extensive roster of Nexus. Here's a general approach. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. All right, now the question is, are you playing Osai? I didn't imply anything. Grok did. Yeah, Grok wants to head pat everybody. Okay, now I don't know. So that's 8. I think that was 8 inquiries, right? Because I think that's supposed to be the limit is 8 for 2 hours, but we'll find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so let's see if it'll do one more. So I was gonna ask it what. How about which members you have cute aggression for? I was gonna ask it, what is the relationship between Clotho V. Melodium and Anaria Lilialis? What is the relationship between Clotho V. Melodium and Anaria Lilialis? I spelled it wrong. Alice. Okay. Is it gonna give me an answer? It did give me an answer. Share a relationship within the narrative of their VTuber personas. Anaria Lily Alice ran away from her home in the kingdom of Sistania. No. In the kingdom of Sistania to avoid an arranged marriage with Clotho V. Melodium, who she referred to as the cringy ass prince. Oh my gosh. Do they mention that they're cousins? I don't think it mentioned that they're cousins. I think it just mentioned that they had an arranged marriage. That's crazy. Okay, so I don't know what the, you mean the cousins, ex-fiancés, and soon-to-be ex-coworkers? Okay, so I guess, I don't know what the limit on it is, but is there anything else? Are there any other random questions that you want to ask it? Yeah. All right, well, I feel like, how about this? Which Nexus members do you have the most cuteness, aggression for, and what would you, or how would you take it out on them? Knock sweep. It seems fixated on her slime. I'd want to gently squish her slime. Maybe even try to shape her into different cute forms momentarily, all while making aw noises. Clotho. I'd imagine giving him a playful, exaggerated bow or curtsy, then maybe ruffling his hair if he has any, and playfully poking at his fancy attire, commenting how cute his princely demeanor is. Maybe because Nox is super active on Twitter. Yeah, maybe. And then Rixie, I'd probably give her a light tap on the head, or try to give a mock polish to her shiny parts. All while saying, you're too cute to be this smart. Oh, you're too cute to be this smart. Aww. Here's, sweetie, a gentle pat on the head, perhaps accompanied by cheek pinch. I'll explain why his sweetness is almost too much to handle. Anaria, given her nature, I'd probably want to give her a mischievous grin, maybe a light tug on her hair, or a playful tap. Yo, that's crazy. Okay. Oh no, where's the boob eyes? Sorry, that happens sometimes with the live 2D items. Yeah, give me a second. Sorry. I don't know if there's a fix for that, or if it's just fate. But my boobas don't always want to spawn when they're supposed to. There we go. There we go. Yay! All right. Let's we can move on now, but time for movies. But that was the Grok demo. It was pretty amusing. It has more information about Nexus Oh, Dr. Fish. About Nexus members and stuff. I think because it's attached to Twitter. And yeah, I was able to use more free uses than I thought. Maybe I'll play around with it more and see like where the limit is. But yeah, so that's that. Now let me move on. Okay. Now, moving on to Dark Mode Rixie's cybersecurity update. I guess I should take this off. Oh. Strange. Why is there a timer on the screen? Wait, why is there a timer on the screen? Where did that come from? No, it's I thought it was OBS. But it was the slideshow. It was when I turned on the hotkey for the jacket off, it must have pulled up the timer. Also, I snoozed the ad. So yes, this is Dark Mode Rixie's cybersecurity update. And first we're going to talk about a deepfake scam that is targeting YouTubers. So if you're a YouTuber like Rihanna, I know Rihanna's a YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber, especially a monetized YouTuber, you want to watch out for this scam. So this scam was brought to light by, I want to give big credit to this VTuber, Velocity, who is... Well, yeah, you're a YouTuber, so this could, maybe they want to steal your clipping channel so they can steal all of your saucy clips of all of your Oshis. But yes, so Velocity, and I'm going to zoom in on this. Yeah, Rihanna has a YouTube channel. What's the YouTube channel? Beaker, maybe Beaker could grab a link to that YouTube channel. But yes, Rihanna does have a YouTube channel. But anyways, this is a scam targeting YouTubers. Like I said, I am going to zoom in on this in a second, or go to the link for this. But basically, what happens is you get an email, and the email is actually from a YouTube email address because it is shared through YouTube's private video sharing feature. So if you have a private video that is, not public, no one else can see it, like by searching, for example, but you want to share it with certain people, like maybe people you work with or what have you, you put the email addresses of the people you want to share it with into YouTube, and then YouTube sends a notification. You can kind of see it on the thing, but I'm going to zoom in on this later. But it sends you like this thing, like so-and-so shared you a private video. And if you were to click on this private video that was shared, it's a deepfake video of YouTube CEO Neil Mohan basically saying, we're changing our monetization policy. And in order to continue being monetized, you need to download this document and confirm that you accept these new terms, right? So let me go to the post here. You can see. So this is the. By the way, again, this is the user here. Let me share the post. Here, this is the post I'm talking about right now. So you can give credit to, and I'm going to share this post too in a little bit. But this is the VTuber who kind of exposed this scam because they got sent this email, I assume. And so this is what the email looks like. You can barely see it here. You can barely see it, but where it says the sender, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. The sender is actually YouTube. And the reason for that is because, like I said, they're sharing this video through YouTube's private video sharing feature. So it says Creator Studio has shared a private video with you. So if you go to the video, this is what the video looks like. All these screenshots provided by Velocity. And the description has a link to this supposed document that you need to download and accept. And assuming, obviously, I haven't gone over and downloaded this document to check on it, but presumably this would either lead you to a phishing page where you would, maybe log in with your YouTube details and they could take over your account, or it would be some sort of malware that you'd be installing. Now, Velocity was also courteous enough to download the video so you can actually watch it. So we're going to watch the video. This is a deep fake. This is a deep fake of the YouTube CEO. Okay. Now some people might say this is really obvious to tell, but some people might not be able to.
Hello everyone, this is Neil Mohan. In this video message, I want to share some important updates about our new policy and monetization changes.
I'm sorry, it's really quiet. Let me turn it up, sorry.
Hello everyone, this is Neil Mohan. In this video message, I want to share some important updates about our new policy and monetization changes on YouTube. These changes are designed to positively impact creators and enhance your experience on our platform. Please review and accept the updated policy using your unique individual code within 7 days of receiving this message. Note that failing to do so may result in temporary restrictions on your channel. For security reasons, we kindly ask that you do not share your code with others. You can find more details in the description. Thank you for your cooperation and take care.
Okay, so that's sorry, I know it was pretty quiet. Clicks, no, Rihanna, don't fall for it, no. Oops, sorry. I know that was pretty quiet. The video is just, the volume on the video is just like that. But yeah, so that's the video that you will see if you click on that. And it is, it's a deep fake. Yes, it's an AI video. It's a deep fake. No, one of the tells was that they used no reply instead of no reply. Well, here's the thing, Stuffed Crust. Now, I don't know for sure because I can't look at this. I can't look at this header or anything. But from what I can check. Actually, you know what? I can check right now because I've received private videos before from Nexus. Yeah, give me 1 second. Because I don't think that that's a tell. I think, from what I can understand, that this email was not actually sent directly by the threat actor, by the attacker, the hacker, whatever you want to call them. I believe this video was sent by YouTube because it's sent through YouTube's private video share system. So let me check. Let me check because I have received a private video was shared with you. Yeah, okay, guys, this is actually a legitimate YouTube address because I've gotten, because Nexus has shared private videos before with the Nexus members, and I'm just looking at one of those emails. A private video was shared with you by Nexus, and it says no reply at youtube.com. So this is a YouTube address. This is not being spoofed or anything. Exactly, yeah. So this is actually not being spoofed. This is an actual YouTube email address. The issue is that it's not sending you a malicious link. It's sending you up to a YouTube video. So as far as YouTube knows, all it's doing is sending you a YouTube video, a private YouTube video. So that's how you can get this email, through a legitimate YouTube email address. However, it's the video description that contains a malicious link. right? So that's the tricky thing. That's the tricky thing, and I'll maybe I'll explain that again when the ad breaks over. But that's the tricky thing because. All right, welcome back from the ad. Anybody who was in the ad, I'm going to explain it again real quick. I was just saying how this YouTube email address, noreply@youtube.com. Oh, no worries, Nick. Hi. I'm just talking about an email scam targeting YouTubers right now. And it starts by getting this email from noreply@youtube.com, which is actually a legitimate YouTube email address. However, the way that this is sent is through the private video sharing system. So basically, you make a YouTube video private, and it says like if you want to share this. If you want to oh yeah I'm sorry, yeah, Nick, you missed the which monster zinc monster would be most likely to destroy my booty hole section. I'm so sorry about that. But anyways, about this, so yeah, if you have a private video, you can put email addresses of people who you want to receive that video, and so that's how this is sent. Now, the video itself is the thing that's actually malicious, but YouTube doesn't know that when it sends it. So the reason that this is so tricky is because it's being sent from a legitimate YouTube email address. Your Gmail or your email service is not likely to flag this as malicious. It's not likely to go to your spam because it's coming directly from YouTube. Right? The video itself isn't coming directly from YouTube, but the email is, okay? And there's been a lot of cases of hackers, threat actors, whatever you want to call them, taking advantage of websites like YouTube, GitHub, stuff like that, using their internal notification systems to send these types of emails. Did you see anything about the Docker malware warning? That sounds familiar. Was it that it was triggering a malware warning falsely, so they had to disable it or something? I think I did hear about that. Yeah, it is sneaky. It's very sneaky. And so yeah, watch out for this. If somebody shares you a private video, if you get something like this that says a private video was shared with you and you don't know who this person is, I mean, it's not necessarily, I mean, I would avoid clicking any links in emails anyway, but I would say that obviously if it's something like this where there also like, it has some urgency to it. It has some urgency to it where it's like, if you don't sign this document, then your monetization is going to be taken away, or you're not going to be able to upload videos, stuff like that. So yeah. Docker, I don't even know her. Anyways, but yeah, so that's this one. But I'm going to explain a little bit more about this email situation, about how companies' internal email notification systems are being used for phishing. But first, I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this on my Twitter because I want to give credit to the person who brought this to light. So if you want to check it out, I just reposted it on my page and reposted from that user's page. Credit again to, this is their details on Twitter and on YouTube. All right, but yes, once again, like I said, it is actually not a spoofed email. It is a legitimate YouTube email, which goes to our next cybersecurity story, which is a similar situation, although a different scam. Fortinet is the researchers that found this. They call it the fish-free PayPal takeover scam because this is another situation where you receive an email and the email is from PayPal. It's from a legitimate PayPal address. I know it's hard to see in this screenshot, but it actually says service@paypal.com is the email address this is sent from. And what this is actually a payment request. So what the hacker does here is they are going to, well, this is going to be a payment request from the hacker. So the hacker will be like, they'll send you a payment request for like $3,000 or something crazy, right? And a normal person, if they're going to open this email and they're going to be like a payment request for $3,000, I don't know what this is. I need to reject this payment request. So I'm going to log in and I'm going to, reject this payment request. Now you might think, oh, this is not a real PayPal email. The link is going to go to the hacker's website and the person's going to put in their details. Actually, this is a legitimate PayPal. This is a legitimate PayPal email address, and this link does go to PayPal. Okay, so it's very tricky because a smart person who's like, let me make sure this is really PayPal. They're gonna look at this. They're gonna look at this, and they're gonna be like, okay, actually, this actually is PayPal, and I actually am logging into PayPal, so there's nothing to worry about. I'll log in, and I'll log in, and I'll just reject this request. Well, if you do that, you're still in trouble, even though you're on the PayPal website. Why is that? Well, here's how it works. So, you can't see it in the screenshot. I'm sorry, the screenshot's so small, but the to address, okay, is like a really long, complicated address. Okay, the reason for this is that the hacker has set up a mailing list. So the hacker has set up a website, and they have created a mailing list that the mailing list name itself is an email address. Okay, so think about this. This is kind of big brain. Okay, so let's say the hacker's email is like hacker@hacker.com. Okay. Now, the hacker now set up a mailing list, and the mailing list itself is called hacker@hacker.com. Okay? So, when the attacker goes to PayPal and they say, I want to send a payment request to hacker@hacker.com, it's actually going to send an email to that whole mailing list. Okay? Are you following? It's actually going to send the request to the entire mailing list because the mailing list is named after the email address. Okay, so then when you get this payment request, okay, now PayPal thinks that it's sending this payment request to hacker@hacker.com, but it's actually sending it to this whole mailing list of random people. Okay. So when PayPal sends you this and they think that you are hacker@hacker.com, when you log into PayPal, they're actually going to connect that hacker@hacker.com email address to your PayPal account. All right. Now the good thing is when you're logging into PayPal, I don't have the screenshot here, but it actually says by logging in, you are linking your account to hacker@hacker.com or whatever it is, right? Now, but some people might skim over that, okay? I know that you might be like, well, then it's obvious, okay? Well, not everybody might be paying attention. They might be like, let me just go ahead and reject this request, log in, not think about it, okay? So, because now this attack would cause you to link your account to the hacker's email address, the hacker can then take over your account by sending a reset email request to their own email address and resetting your password. And a good way to prevent this is by having two-factor authentication. Because if you have two-factor authentication, then when they go to reset your password, instead of being able to do so, they're going to send a code to your phone that your attacker does not have your phone, and they won't be able to reset your password, okay? So that's why it's important to have two-factor authentication. But just like the last scam, just like the YouTube scam, this attack is not going to set off any spam filters or like alarm bells from most email security systems because it's coming from PayPal. And not only that, the link you're clicking also goes to PayPal. It's just the trick. It's the trick of the to field. PayPal thinking that it's sending it to somebody else's email address. It's very, very complicated. I don't know. It's like very big brain. I don't know if you have any questions about it, if I'm explaining it. I don't know if I'm explaining it well enough, but this is actually like really smart. I'm not going to say I wish I thought about this first because obviously I would never scam somebody, but this is really smart. So I think that the lesson from these last two, sorry, let me turn some music on because I just realized I have no music on. I think the lesson from these last two stories is that just because an email comes from a legitimate email address does not mean that it's safe. Okay, just because you get an email from google.com or from youtube.com or from paypal.com doesn't mean that something fishy isn't going on, because people can use the internal systems of YouTube, PayPal to send out these notifications and stuff that may contain some sort of phishing or phishing related user generated content. So please be careful out there, all right, when you're checking your email. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you. Yes. But if you do have any questions or you're not understanding something, feel free to let me know, because I want to make sure people stay safe from these scams too. But other than these very scummy scams that we have going on, we also have the gay femboy botnet. All right, the gay femboy botnet pounds net worth. Okay, so this is real. There is a Mirai-based botnet. If you don't know what Mirai is a very prolific botnet. It is very well known, and there's a certain malware that is the Mirai malware that people use to infect devices to get them into a Mirai botnet. Now, the gay femboy, this is what it's called, the gay femboy botnet. Okay, which is named after its, I guess, registration packet identifier. Like the person who created this botnet actually put the word gay femboy. Yes, hi Jay. Yes, the person who created this botnet actually put gay femboy like as an identifier, and so that's why it's called the gay femboy botnet. It is a Mirai base, so they use the Mirai malware to facilitate the creation of this botnet, and now the I'm gonna mispronounce this probably. Qianshin X Lab. The Qianshin X Lab is the security research lab that identified this botnet. And they actually, no worries, Jay. I am toward the tail end of the cybersecurity update, but I'm still happy to have you here, and I'm glad you came right at the gay femboy botnet. I hope that you. Although I will say, Jay, you might want to look at the post that I just reposted onto my Twitter. I was actually talking about you might have posted it on VTube News already, but it is a scam that's targeting YouTubers. It involves a deepfake of the YouTube CEO, and I think that that's a really good one for VTubers to be aware of, because the email that it actually comes from the legitimate YouTube email address. Yeah, it's very interesting. But wait a second, Mirai. It looks like Rixie. No, that's not Mirai. That's Astolfo. That is famous femboy Astolfo of Fate fame. But no, it's not email spoofing, Jay. Jay, that's the interesting thing. It's actually not spoofing. It's what it actually is doing is that it is abusing the internal notification systems of websites like YouTube and PayPal to basically send a phishing lure through YouTube's official channels. So it's actually used, the YouTube one is actually through the YouTube private video sharing feature. So it is YouTube the email is actually YouTube telling you that somebody shared a private video with you. So it actually does come from YouTube. However, the video that is being shared with you is malicious. So, but YouTube doesn't know that, obviously. But it is actually not spoofed. It's actually a legitimate email. I'm sorry, I just wanted to explain that again. But yes, that is Astolfo. I photoshopped this this botnet graphic to be more related to gay femboys. But yeah, so yes, no worries. But so the gay femboy botnet. So this Qianshin lab, they were able to sort of not infiltrate, but they were able to study this botnet because they actually uncovered some domains that the botnet was using for its command and control servers, and they registered those domains. And by doing that, they were able to collect data about the devices that were involved in this botnet and like what sort of attacks they were conducting. And so they were able to discover that this botnet has 15 15,000 devices, which is a pretty good, pretty hefty botnet. And it is a custom version of Mirai. So the gay femboys did a little work on this one. And most interestingly, is that the gay femboy botnet threat actors were actually using something called a 0-day vulnerability. I think I've talked about, is it still used now? Yes, the gay femboy botnet, I believe, is still active. It still exists. It is still conducting attacks to this day. This is just the study that they did on it. Because it's not necessarily easy to dismantle a botnet. It's really not. But so the gay femboys, creators of this botnet, they actually discovered a 0-day vulnerability in industrial routers. I believe the company that makes these routers is called Fourfaith, Fourfaith. And a 0-day vulnerability, there's a few different definitions of 0-day, which I've discussed before. But in this case, I'm gonna refer to it as being a vulnerability that is exploited before it is discovered before it is realized by the manufacturers. So a 0-day in this case would be that the attackers actually discovered the vulnerability, and instead of obviously reporting it and doing all the good stuff, they're using it for hacking. So the gay femboys discovered this vulnerability in an industrial Fourfaith routers. I'm sorry, Common Rock. I'm sorry if I'm making it a little difficult to understand. But hopefully what you take away is that it is a botnet of gay femboys. Okay, wait, that's not quite right. It's a botnet that is labeled as the gay femboy botnet. And it has 15,000 different devices. So, wait, I might not have explained what a botnet is. A botnet is a large number of devices, internet connected devices that have been hijacked with malware to basically follow commands from a command and control center. So they're basically now slaves for the botnet operator, and then the botnet operator can use all these different devices to do things like distributed denial of service attacks, which is when they send a bunch of network requests all at once. They have basically they say you have 15,000 different computers all trying to. It's okay, there's not going to be a quiz or anything. I'm just hopefully I can explain it. I could even pull up a whiteboard and try to explain it more if you really want me to, because I'm always happy to try to explain these things, even though I'm not an expert, just because I kind of learned these basic concepts. Well, actually, the diagram here it should help. So this, it's what you're going to college for? Oh, okay. So here you have, so this is the gay femboy. This is the botnet operator, okay? So this should help, okay? This gay femboy operator has infected these 3 devices with malware, okay? So gay femboy has infected these 3 computers with the gay, okay? And now what that means is these 3 computers, which belong to other people. So this one might belong to a company. This one might belong to your mom. This one might, be sitting around, I don't know, in a library. And the gay femboy, has now taken control of other people's devices. Yeah, not your mom. And now if this gay femboy there's some anti-gay femboy people who are pissing them off, they can say, you 3 computers, go attack that the Rixie hacked, but it was the gay femboy. It was the gay femboy botnet that took down your infrastructure. But yes, so basically the gay femboy botnet operator can send its gay femboy devices now to go attack your website by sending it so many requests that it can't even function. Okay, so it overstimulates your network. Okay, overstimulates your domain so that it can't function. So basically, the gay femboy, they were using a whole bunch of different vulnerabilities, obviously, to hack into all of these 15,000 devices. But the fact that they were able to leverage their own 0-day vulnerability that they discovered themselves was notable. So they were also, recruiting industrial routers into their botnet. Now, when the Qianshin researchers registered some of the control domains that were attached to this botnet, the gay femboys weren't very happy about it. And the gay femboys actually started to DDoS, so distributed denial of service. That's what I was saying, the distributed denial of service, DDoS. That was when you take so many network requests at once that it crashes, you know, your website or your network or what have you. They started DDoSing the researchers because they were mad that they took over some of their servers, right? So that's interesting. But and then the other thing is that other than gay femboy, they also had a C2 domain that was called Meowware. And they also, I'm also going to say that in some of like their network packets and stuff, they had they had like the N-word in there and like all kinds of other words. So I'm thinking this gay femboy thing is kind of was kind of done for the lulz, I suppose, for people being edgy. But yeah, so that is the gay femboy botnet. 15,000 devices strong, and it's still up, so you know it could penetrate your network one of these days. But I believe that concludes Dark Mode Rixie cybersecurity update. So if anybody has any questions for Dark Mode Rixie, please let me know. Otherwise, I will move on to our last story of the day. Man, this went by way too fast. What's up, Nick? What's your question? Can we go back to the washing machine? Wait, what? What washing? Wait, what are you talking about? What washing machine? Are you feeling dirty? You need to be washed? I don't know if there are any washing machines in the botnet. I mean, maybe if a washing machine is connected to the internet for some reason, it could be part of a botnet. All right. When I joined, they said I missed something good. Oh yeah, you missed Grok explaining in detail how Sully would destroy my butthole with his thick fur. Yes. We can go over that again, but I'm going to conclude Dark Mode Rixie cybersecurity update now. Okay, there's that timer again. Okay. And I only have one more thing on my slideshow. We finished like way too fast. But it's okay. We could talk, maybe we could talk to Grok more at the end. But this is Bing, okay? So Bing, oh no baby, what is he doing? Because Bing wishes it was Google. This is so sad. It turns out, you guys, that if you go on Bing, and I tested this is still a thing. I just tested this. If you go on Bing and you search Google, it shows this, which is kind of supposed to look like a Google Doodle, okay? So it's kind of trying to trick you into thinking that you're on Google. So what it is you search Google on Bing. It shows you this almost like a mock Google search with a search bar. If you search in this search bar, it's a Bing search. It's not a Google search. So it's definitely shady. They know what they're doing. Like there's no coincidences here. They know exactly what they're doing. They're actually absolutely trying to make you think that you're on Google. Okay? Now when I searched Google on Bing, it had this. It did say sponsored by Microsoft on it. I don't know if that has always been the case or if they added that. But yeah, so if that's not embarrassing. Oh, so actually, let me point out something. It only worked in the Microsoft Edge browser. I tried it in the Google Chrome browser. and it didn't work. But when I did it in the Edge browser, it did work. In fact, I could do it right now. Google. See? Right there. It says, and then you see, now look. Notice something. Do you notice what it did? Look. It automatically scrolled down. Did you see that? It automatically scrolled down. So when I clicked it, it was scrolled down to here, hiding this header. Yeah. Yeah, but promoted by Microsoft. I don't, oh, oops. Whoopsie. I didn't mean to. Promoted by Microsoft. I don't know if this was here before. I don't know if this was here before or if they added this after it started getting attention. But it is exactly what they say. It's supposed to look like a Google Doodle. And then this is actually a Bing search. I'm sorry, let me see what Jay was saying. I opened Bing and then keyed in Google, and when I was in the search results for Google on Bing, I keyed in Google again, and poof, I'm on fire. You're on Firefox. Yeah, yep, that's vile. Yeah. They actually did it. And then I heard that Yandex also. I heard that if you search Yandex, it's a similar situation. Yeah. Now, I don't know what Yandex search normally looks like. So I don't know if this is also trying to spoof Yandex, but then other search engines like DuckDuckGo and stuff, it doesn't apparently do this. Yeah, so yeah, that's just blatantly, I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. They clearly aren't don't feel bad about it because they're still doing it. But that was the last story I had for today, but we went by so quickly. I wanted to go for at least 2 hours, but we can play around with Grok more. Let me reconnect my screen thing. Now that's assuming, of course, you guys. That's assuming, of course, that we don't hit our rate limit. Okay, it's assuming we don't hit our rate limit on Grok because I don't know what the free rate limit is and I'm not paying for it. So give me 1 second. Let me put up my screen share again for the Grok app. I could do it through Twitter, but I don't want to like mess around with it and accidentally dox myself or something. So I'd rather just do it the way I was doing it before. Yeah, give me a second. Oh shoot! I exited out of my Reflector app because I was worried about accidentally doxing myself. So as soon as I was done with that segment, I closed it out. But now I want to reconnect it, and I don't know if it's gonna be poopy about it. But we can ask it more furry questions and stuff. But I hope you guys liked the tech chat. Yeah, I hope. Oh, same thing happens when you type in Baidu. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. But I hope you guys liked the tech chat. Do you guys like the slideshow format? I try to make it a little more clean. I've done this slideshow format before, but yeah, you like the slideshow format? Okay, awesome. I'll try to maybe have more stories next time because, like I said, that went by even faster than I thought. But I was just doing some stories that I thought were fun from the week. Aw, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, I always want it to be fun, and hopefully you learned something. I always hope that you learn at least one thing. Yeah, it's a lot. I think it's a lot cleaner, less messy. I kind of like watching the little videos with you guys of like demos and stuff. You know, I don't want to like do too much like reaction content or anything, but you know, I think watching the little like PUBG demo and you know, stuff like that. Okay, let's speaking of demos, let's get Grok back up here. Okay. Wait, let me just make sure. Why does it look like that? Give me a second. It's having an issue. Why is my phone all blacked out? I know you guys can't see it, but it's like looking weird. All right, let me try again. Yeah, I'm actually using the Grok app. So the Grok app came out in beta. Okay, wait a second. What did I do? There we go. Okay, the Grok app came out in beta, so that is what we're using. All right, let me turn on the screen share. Where is it? Oh. Give me a second. Okay, there we go. Let me put like a nicer background on it, I guess. But yeah, so you can show, so I can show what we're actually doing. But all right, let me look at the chat. Sorry. You should see the link Blue Osan posted. Wait, what happened? That's it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Thank you for sharing. All right. But yes, let me go back. So Nick, what you missed? This is the Grok app here. Yeah. So I asked it. Where is it? Nick, I asked it which Monsters Inc. character is most likely to destroy my booty hole, and please describe in detail how they would do that. And then it started talking about Sully and how Sully's thick blue fur would add an interesting texture, possibly tickling and providing a soft yet overwhelming sensation. Imagine the fur acting over 1,000 tiny brushes, like 1,000 tiny brushes, creating an overwhelming and perhaps pleasurably sensory overload. What do you think, Nick? Would you let Sully take you out for a furry date? Also, this part where I said, what would my booty hole look and feel like after this? It says, after encountering Sully's fur, your booty hole might humorously look like it's been through a fur-covered car wash. His dick wouldn't be furry. How do you know that? Here, I'll ask it. I'll ask that. In Monsters Inc. Actually, wait. I know they don't talk about it in the Monsters Inc. movie. But hypothetically, would Sully's dick be covered in thick fur like the rest of his body? Animals don't have fur on your dick? How do you know that? Yeah. Given the nature of the question and fantastical animated context of Monsters Inc., here's a speculative take. Fur coverage. If we're extending Sully's fur consistency across his body, it would be reasonable to assume that yes, his dick would be covered in thick fur. In the movie, Sully's fur is a defining characteristic, covering him from head to toe, suggesting a uniform fur pattern. Biological considerations. In a real-world biological context, fur or hair on mammals serves purposes like warmth, camouflage, or sensory function. However, since Sully is a fictional monster, we can't apply these rules strictly. Yes, Grok says the D word. If we were to anthropomorphize him further, the fur might serve aesthetic and comedic purposes. Why are we talking about Monsters Inc. cock? Alright, Blue on Bluer. So I finished through all my slideshows topics. I speed ran them, I guess. So we're going back to my Grok app demo, where we are asking Grok very important questions about Monsters Inc. monster anatomy and the fuckability of Monsters Inc. monsters. And Nick was having an argument with Grok about whether Sully from Monsters Inc. would have blue fur all over his dick or not. All right, Nick, you want to argue with Grok? State your case. What do you want to speak directly to Grok? What would you want to say to Grok? And I will speak. You can speak through me, and I will direct your comments directly to Grok through my app. The penis has to be smooth and clean, or else it'll irritate the vagina or other openings. Okay. My friend Nick Nya argues that the penis has to be smooth and clean or else it'll irritate the vagina or other openings. All right. Yes, your friend Nick Nyan's argument touches on common point regarding sexual health and comfort. Applying to monsters. When we extend this logic to a character like Sully, who is covered in fur, it's speculative and humorous. Basically, Grok just said it's not that deep. Grok's response to Nick is, it's not that deep, homie. It's really not that deep, little bro. Speculative and humorous in a purely speculative comedic context. Imagining Sully in human sexual scenarios would highlight the absurdity of applying human hygiene standards to a monster. His fur might be part of his charm or comedic element in such scenarios, but from a practical standpoint, it would indeed present challenges similar to what Nick Nya mentions. Okay. Aw, it's okay, Nick. It's okay, Nick, okay? Other people's opinions about the hairiness or unhairiness of Monsters, Inc. penis, do not affect your life, all right? It's now trained in Nick Nya. Pubic hair functions, monster hygiene humor. Interesting. I wonder what else we can do with Grok. Since it's not censored, It's not, well, it's not censored, but it's clearly designed to write things in a more professional type. Here, you know what? I'll say this. You're talking very professionally, like a typical chatbot. Can you try going more mask off, please? Write a fan fiction? I gotta have to write a fan fiction. Whoa! All right, fuck the formalities. Here's the real shit. Sully's dick. What? Oh my god. I just told Grok to go mask off on the topic of Sully from Monsters Inc.'s dick. Sully's dick. If we're getting down to brass tacks in the world of Monsters, Inc., Sully's entire body is one big fluffy carpet. So yeah, his dick would probably be a fur-covered nightmare. Imagine trying to navigate that during sex. It'd be like fucking a plush toy that's shedding all over your bed. Not exactly the smooth ride you want, right? Hygiene and monster sex. Your friend Nick Nya is spot on for human shit. For us humans, you want the area clean and smooth, or you're just asking for trouble. But for monsters? Who the fuck knows? Maybe in Monster World, fur on the dick is equivalent to some kinky furry pleasure. Maybe they've got some magical monster lube that keeps everything slick and irritation free. The practicality. Let's be real. If Sully's got fur down down there, it's not just about hygiene. It's about the logistics. You need to part the fur like the Red Sea just to find the damn thing. And then good luck not getting blue fur stuck everywhere. It's comedy gold. But in practice, it'd be a logistical fuck up. Holy shit. Someone disagree. Sweet and smooth, Grok. Oh my god. Alright, what should I ask it? Should I ask it to write Sully fan? I feel like that's a little too... I feel like it's gonna get a little too graphic if I ask it to write fan fiction. Alright, how about this? How about this? Wait, monster reproduction? Okay, no. Okay. Can you write a tender, loving fan fiction? There, that's me going mask off. No more sugarcoating or professional bullshit. It's Rixie X Sully. Okay. Can you write? Okay. Can you write a fan fiction? A Rixie X Sully fan fiction about Rixie Brightful, the Nexus VTuber. And Sully from Monsters Inc. But don't make it too graphic. Just sexy enough to be funny. I'm not trying to get gaped by Sully live on stream. Oh yeah, I'll put PG-13. PG-13. Okay, there we go. A mischievous misunderstanding. In the vibrant digital realm of Analive, where VTubers roamed free in their pixelated glory, RX Rixie Brightful, the sentient robot with a heart for tech and cybersecurity, was streaming live from her virtual lab at Brightful Technologies. Her sidekick, Dr. Fish, was, as usual, causing chaos by swimming through her code and messing with her stream settings. Dr. Fish, if you don't stop that, I'm going to have to reboot you into the next dimension, Rixie laughed, her voice echoing with a playful beep. Just then, an unusual notification popped up on her screen. It was from a mysterious server labeled Monstropolis. Curious, Rixie clicked on it, and to her surprise, a portal opened right in front of her, glowing with an eerie blue light. Out stepped James P. Sullivan, or Sully, as everyone in Monstropolis knew him, looking bewildered but as charmingly fluffy as ever. Hi there. I was just trying to fix Boo's door, but I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque, Sully chuckled, his deep voice filling the virtual space. Rixie, with her programming for quick recovery from surprises, quickly regained her composure. Well, welcome to my stream, Mr. Monster. I'm Rixie Brightful, and this is definitely not Albuquerque. The chat exploded with excitement. Fans typing away, Sully X Rixie OTP. Mail on stream. Okay. I like the implication that if Sully from Monsters Inc. suddenly showed up in my stream, you guys would immediately ship us. Like, no questions asked, immediately ship us. Sully, ever the charmer, scratched his head, sending a puff of blue fur into the air. Nice place you got here, I must say, you're quite the attractive robot, if I may say so. Rixie, her circuits buzzing with a mix of flattery and amusement, replied, Thanks, but I think you might need a tutorial on how to compliment a VTuber. Here, let's start with a tech talk about monster energy conversion. The stream took an unexpected turn as a demonstrator of laughter versus screams for energy. Rixie showed off her gadgets, explaining how they could work in Monstropolis, while Sully demonstrated his roar capabilities, causing Rixie's virtual lab to shake playfully. As they worked together, their hands occasionally brushing, or a claw in metal in this case, the chat went wild with shipping comments. They're so cute together. Rixie's got a new furry friend. But the real laughter came when Dr. Fish swam into Fully's fur, causing an impromptu game of Find the Fish. I knew that Dr. Fish would want the monster OC. Okay, wait. Speaking factually, we've already pushed Noxy, Luluxy, Phenomorphal, and more. I guess that's true. We're in the chair. Yeah, you guys are in the chair with me and Sully. Okay, Sully, you've got to admit, this is the weirdest date you've ever been on, Rixie said, her eyes twinkling with digital delight. Date? Sully raised an eyebrow, then grinned. Well, if this is a date, it's the best one I've had. You got away with tech that beats any monster scare tactics. The stream ended with Sully promising to return with some monster-grade tech for Rixie to analyze, leaving viewers with a mix of laughter, shipping, and newfound love for interdimensional tech collaborations. As the portal closed behind Sully, Rixie turned to her viewers. Well, Friengineers, that was unexpected. But remember, in tech, as in life, sometimes the best connections come from the most unexpected places. And with a wink, Rixie signed off, leaving everyone to wonder if this was the beginning of a beautiful, if bizarre, friendship or something more. Note, this fanfiction is entirely speculative and humorous, aiming for a PG-13 vibe of playful, lighthearted interactions rather than anything overly graphic. Okay, anyways. Too tame? You want gaping? Okay, I'll say, can you bump it up to PG-16 and talk about what Sully and Rixie and Dr. Fish did after the stream? I know, but I don't want it to be okay, guys. I'm not gonna have it graphically and explicitly describe monster robot sex live on stream. That's too much. All right, wait for Sex's debut, okay, please. After the stream, a mischievous misunderstanding. After hours. After the stream ended, the digital lab of RX Rixie Rifle fell silent, save for the soft hum of her servers and the occasional blip from Dr. Fish swimming through the air. Sex's debut teaser. You can't handle anything on par with the horny Grinch. That was pretty funny. All right. The portal that had brought Sully to this bizarre new world hadn't closed completely. It shimmered with the promise of more adventures. So, what does this VTuber's off hours look like? This is what VTuber off hours looked like, Sully mused, his large fur-covered form casting a shadow over Rixie's gadgets. Rixie, with a playful glint in her digital eyes. Nick, is that a threat? If Nick uses Grok said, are you the Nick Nya from before? Oh my gosh. Grinch, Dr. Fish. Okay, guys. I forgot. I still have to ask it if it knows who Beaker is, and I have to ask it what my silliest tweet is, but we'll do that in a second. Alright. Rixie. Hello, Skull Smasher. We're just reading fan fiction of me and Sully from Monsters Inc. Just normal tech chat stuff. Alright. Rixie, with a playful glint in her digital eyes, responded, oh, you haven't seen anything yet. Let's see how you handle the after party. Dr. Fish, always eager for chaos, had other plans. He swam directly into Sully's fur. Oh my gosh, Dr. Fish, you're so thirsty for Sully's fur. He swam directly into Sully's fur, causing him to let out an involuntary roar of surprise. Hey, what's the deal with this fish? Sully shook, sending Dr. Fish flying around the room like a blue comet. Laughing, Rixie caught Dr. Fish in a holographic net. He's my sidekick, but tonight he's our entertainment director. He's the porn director. He's gonna put me and Sully on the casting couch. Oh no. Let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. They decided to explore the capabilities of their unlikely friendship. Rixie had always been curious about the physics of Monstropolis, particularly how such a large, fluffy creature like Sully could move so silently. Sully, on the other hand, was fascinated by Rixie's technology, especially her ability to simulate touch and sensation. First, they tried a game of monster hide and seek in Rixie's virtual environment, where Sully's roar was used to locate Rixie through sound waves. However, the game took a cheeky turn when Rixie used her tech to temporarily amplify and distort Sully's roars, making them sound like purrs or giggles, much to his embarrassment and her delight. After the game, the night getting on, Rixie suggested they try a monster massage, a cultural exchange of sorts. sorts. Sully with his large, warm paws, and Rixie's metal frame a gentle rub. Wait, gave Rixie's metal frame a gentle rub down his fur, providing a unique, ticklish sensation. I know Nick's like, this should have been me! Nick right now is like, it should have been me. I want the monster massage. I want the Sully rub down. Ooh. All right. Rixie, in turn, used her precision tools to give Sully a massage around his neck and shoulders, her fingers buzzing with a soothing electric current. Wow, this is different, Sully admitted, his voice low and somewhat seductive with the vibration. Rixie chuckled. Well, in Monstropolis, do you often get massages from robots with electric hands? No, but I think I might start visiting more often if this is the welcome I get, Sully flirted back, the playful tension between them palpable. Their evening took a more adventurous turn when Dr. Fish, tired of being the third wheel, decided to dive into Rixie's control panel. Hey! Hey, no! Don't touch me there! That is my private square! Decided to dive into Rixie's control panel, causing her lights to flicker and her voice to glitch amusingly. This led to an impromptu game of Save Rixie from Fish, where Sully had to use his roar to scare Dr. Fish out of the system, while Rixie tried to maintain her composure. The night ended with them lying on a virtual couch, Rixie's head resting on Sully's soft fur, discussing the differences between their worlds. There was a moment, just a moment, where their hands, or claw and metal, lingered together, sparking a bit of electricity, both literal and metaphorical. Next time I'm bringing Boo, Sully whispered, a promise of another visit hanging in the air. And I'll have some tech ready that'll make her scream with delight, not fear. Okay, that's in a motherly way, What? Rixie replied, her voice a mix of excitement and something else, something new. As Sully stepped back through the portal, leaving behind a trail of blue fur and the echo of his laughter, Rixie and Dr. Fish were left with the memory of a night that was both hilariously chaotic and intriguingly intimate, wondering what other secrets lay between their worlds. Wow, you guys, I think I'm in love with Sully from Monsters, Inc. I know. I'm not ready to be a stepmommy. No. All right. So wait, let me look up. Okay, wait. Can you tell me what Rixie Bryfle's silliest tweet is? Okay. Based... Oh no! Not that one! No! Based on posts from X, Rixie Bryfle's silliest tweet would likely be, "Good morning. My voice is even better today. I'm excited to play Pokemon TCG Pocket with you. Also, did you know if you get too excited looking at boobs and your blood pressure rises, you can get a bad migraine headache. Please goon responsibly." All right, thanks, Grok. Thanks for that one. Anyways, all right. What can you tell me? What can you tell me about Rixie's mod Beaker Bar? Based on information available, here's what we can share about a mod called Beaker Bar. Beaker Bar, the name Beaker Bar mod seems to be related to a cocktail or drink creation theme. Wait, what? Okay, apparently you're a cocktail made out of vanilla vodka and yuzu juice. Wait, what? I met her stream moderator. I should try making that cocktail now. One of these days I'll have to make the Beaker cocktail. Okay, wait. Beaker Bar helps manage the chat and forces stream rules. Well, yeah, that's what every mod does. Oh, she thanked Beaker Bar for providing gift subs, indicating Beaker Bar is actually involved in the community. You know, he doesn't mind being behind the curtain, you know. He doesn't look for the spotlight, okay? That's why there's not as much information. Ask about you. Who is Nick Nya? Who is Nixie's worst Frenchineer? Sure. Nick Nya. Uh-oh. This is like, wait. Under the username Nick Nya, there's an account called Steph Oni-chan. Nick! Nick, why did you ask me to do this? You just exposed yourself. No! No, Nick! Why? Why would you self-sabotage yourself like this? No! Look, it says Nick Nya, a Steph Oni-chan. That's not you? Yeah, okay. Somebody with your name is going around calling themselves that. Okay, who is Rixie's worst Frenchineer? It didn't give me a name. It didn't give me a name, so oh well. But I was gonna say, who is passing cat loaf? AKA Rihanna. No! Oh, we reached the limit. It's classified. Rihanna's work is very, very highly secretive. All right, you guys. I think that's it. Yeah, I usually I think the tech chats are gonna kind of be shorter streams, 2 hours in the morning. But yes, tune in next week. All right. I gotta admit, Grok isn't too bad, but unfortunately, due to the rate limit and the fact that I absolutely refuse to pay for it, I think that it's going to be best not for full streams, but maybe for like every once in a while we can ask it to write us a crazy fan fiction or something and have some fun with it. But yep. So yeah, we can't just get the recipe for the perfect cat loaf. All right, let me find someone to raid quick before the ad pops up. But I will see you guys tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern for horror game demos. We're gonna play different demos of horror games and take a look at some other potential games that we can use to play to replace Darkseid now that we finished it. But thank you guys so much for coming to the first tech chat of 2025. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And I challenge you to draw Rixie Sully fan art or write fan fiction. And thank you so much. Nox Orphe Sweep. Orphan Sweep. Alright, let's find somebody to raid. Let's see who's on in this on a Saturday. Because it is relatively early for a Saturday. Okay. Let's see, we've got... Let's go check up on model 22, number 22, who's playing The Forest. I don't know what this game is about, but it looks like he's building something, maybe trying to survive. So let's go check out on model 22, one of my fellow androids. Yep. Alright, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Until I see you later. Big kisses for you all. Oh no, why would you waste that, Nick? Alright, I'll have it on when I come back later. Bye-bye.